Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about how to find the next big projects early. So this is really important, specifically for if you're looking for projects to grind whitelist for, or for long-term investments. You know, it's also important for if you're just trading, meaning flipping something quick, like within a day or two. But the main driver of trading is just hype. Okay, so it's not as important, but still important to look out for. So that's just something to keep in mind, but the more of these boxes you can check off with a project, the higher likelihood the project will have to succeed. Okay, so let's just get right into it with the first thing here. Okay, so the first thing we're going to be checking for is, does their social media have organic growth? And we're also going to be looking at their engagement. Okay, so to check this engagement, you're going to want to go to their Twitter, check their followers. So 69K, that's a lot of followers. By the way, I'm going to be using Collider Craftworks as an example project in a lot of these different areas because I think they've done a great job, and it's an easy way to a good project to use as an example, we'll say. So let's go to their Twitter here, 69.5K followers. If you just scroll through, like, look at these numbers, guys. So we're looking at retweets and likes. So we're looking for consistency, okay? And we're also just looking at the ratio, right? I mean, like, look at this. These are very good numbers, okay? So in terms of ratio, I guess 3,000 likes to 60K followers, stuff like this. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it's pretty obvious and easy to tell if their engagement is off. You can look at Twitter, likes, retweets, and followers, but then also just other social media presence they have. So I know they have an Instagram and stuff, but it's also important to check their Discord. So here we are in the Discord. They're doing announcements all the time. I mean, every day there's new events. If you go in any of the voice chats, they're popping. So this is just on a casual day. They're not even doing any events down here. You want to go to the actual general chat and just look around. Several people typing. It's a very active, a very good community. So that's the stuff you want to look out for. You can also look for, when they do big announcements, check the reactions, okay? Because, you know, there's 10K people in the Discord, like 300 are reacting to just these minor announcements. 500, it's a pretty good sign, right? So if the server has 250K users and they're only getting like 500 reactions for a thing, that's not a good sign. Okay, guys, that shows inorganic growth is what it shows, and inactive users and bots. So that's definitely something you want to watch out for. The next thing we're going to look for is the contract optimized? Okay, so what I mean by this is the actual contract to mint, is it optimized for gas? So a lot of projects recently have been doing a great job with this. Obviously, I won't be able to tell for this project specifically, but when people are talking about, I paid $15 for gas on Twitter, that's a great sign. Okay, that shows that the devs know what they're doing. They got the contract audited, and they're staying on top of their stuff, right? They plan for the mint, and everything is going according to plan. So that's something you want to look for. Anyone can copy paste a shitty contract, and those errors in the contract during a mint could cause the whole project to come down crashing. Okay, so it's something to watch out for. You want to make sure that you're confident that the mint will go smoothly before anything else. So there's no excuse for a contract not to be optimized when these projects are pulling in millions of dollars. So that's something to keep in mind. The third thing we're going to be looking for is the team fully doxed? So I'm gonna link a Twitter thread in the comments from Daniel Tenner about what it means for a project to be fully doxed. But guys, it means you see the team's faces, you see their LinkedIns, you see their full names, you know where they're from. Okay, not their address, but it's really important that the team is fully doxed. It doesn't mean a Twitter handle. Okay, that's not fully doxed. That's partially doxed. They need to be fully doxed. So let me give you guys an example. Here on the Collider Craftworks website, meet the gang. Let's see. Join us. We go to this page. It's partly in Spanish, but they have all the team members. Okay, they claim to have 84 team members, by the way. Team pictures, links to all their LinkedIns, and this is really all the information you need to know. I mean, look at this, guys. This is an absolute example. This should be the standard in the NFT industry. When these companies, like I said, are raising millions and millions of dollars, it's very unreasonable to ask for that amount of investment without even being willing to show your face and put your reputation on the line. That's what doxing does. It puts your reputation on the line. So if someone's hiding behind a Twitter handle, that's a red flag. So you need to watch out for that. Also, when talking about teams, it's important to think about professionalism. I mean, look at how professional this team looks. You know, you can tell also by the way they run the Discord and the way that it's moderated. You can tell how professional a team is. You know, a telltale sign is how they deal with issues. So are they addressing the community? The guys from Colliders hop in voice chat all the time and ask for recommendations. They ask for what the community likes, what they don't like. That's professionalism. Interacting with the community, you know, keeping a strong hold on the Discord with good moderators. That's also something you got to look out for. You can't let the community get out of control. And really just a team, some teams for not quality projects, not naming names, Jacked Ape Club, they treat their community like they're like Fortnite. They're like grown-up Fortnite kids, okay? Like, no joke. Like, I was gonna mint from their contract. The project was terrible anyways, but I was gonna mint and flip from their contract, and I was supposed to be on OG so I could mint too, and I wasn't on OG or whitelist, and I contacted support ticket and they said, I'm out of luck. They said, you're out of luck. Sorry, bro. And I was like, yeah, okay, real professional guys. But you can really tell by the way that the team interacts with their community as to how professional they are. So that's something to watch out for. Another thing that I like to watch out for is, have they been able to under-promise and over-deliver? This is super important. You don't want to have a team with crazy high expectations and crazy high goals that is not able to deliver. They need to have a history of delivering, and whatever they promise, they deliver. A team that says, I'm not gonna speak on that now because I don't want to make any promises that we can't make, that's a good sign. So that's what you want to look out for. I mean, it's pretty obvious to tell using, like, for example, this compared to other projects, what teams are actually professional in docs and what teams are. So I won't talk anymore about that, but that's a very, very important part. Also important for just the safety of your investment, right? There's no chance this project's a rug pull with all these people's reputation on the line. Okay. Next, and this is kind of a segment from the last one, but is the community good? So this is all about Discord. And in my last video, I talked about going and feeling out the Discord and making sure you like the community, because you're going to be spending a lot of time there. You need to make sure you actually enjoy the community. So are the people in chat having quality conversations? How's the voice chat? Are people nice? Are they inclusive? Are they smart? This is all stuff that I look for. And this is, it's hard to quantify stuff with the quality of the community. You really just do need to go in there and feel it out for yourself. And this also, it is easier to tell when they have all these staff members, community managers, all these mods. Okay, this is a good sign. The server is very organized. It's ran very well. So you really need to look out for that. You need to see, is the team good at community building? Because as we know, the communities are what really keep projects alive in the long run. So are they good at community building? Are they doing games that help build community? For example, Collider right now is doing, they just formed a Valorant team. They're going to be playing in a Valorant tournament versus Antonym, another big NFT project. This is a great way to build community, not only just for the people playing Valorant, but for the people watching. It turns into like a sort of like a territorial thing, or like Collider's better than Antonym, our Valorant team's better, like better project, blah. It's about pride, right? So that is a big community builder. And are they keeping the community engaged? It's a very important thing to look out for. The next thing is, ask yourself, is the art good? So literally, some people say art doesn't matter at all, and it does. We've seen projects with terrible art. It's a lot harder to like, and we've seen projects with amazing art. And in my opinion, let's take, for example, instead of colliders, which, by the way, the art is amazing for colliders. I think it's really cool. But Azuki, guys, 14.5 floor price. This is the project that I really missed out on. I wish I got in on. The art is insane. It's so cool. It's very high quality. Let's take a bad example now. I think you guys know where I'm about to go with this. Hype Bears. What is this, guys? I mean, this is terrible. And look at what happened. This was a very hype project with over 200,000 followers on Twitter. The first day, this is pre-reveal, 1.37 floor. Now, I mean, granted, they've had other problems, but the art is terrible, guys. I mean, it is horrible. So it does matter. Art absolutely does matter. And yes, it is subjective, but I don't think anyone would deny that this looks terrible and Azuki's very cool. So you can tell by the quality, whether you are a huge fan of the art or not, you know, you can usually tell if it's high quality. So moving on, you need to ask yourself, are the supply or the mint price a concern? So what I want to reference here is 888, okay? He just announced, let's see if I can find it here, his project is going to be a Dutch auction starting at, I believe, I won't scroll through now, I believe it's 11 ETH, which is ridiculous. And want to know what happened? This guy made a total fool of himself. Everyone turned against him and criticized that decision, and the project's a bust. We also saw recently this happen with Pixelmon, okay, that people were fudding very hard over the 3 ETH Dutch auction, which priced out their community. You know, it's something you got to look out for, guys. The supply, also, if the supply is super high, it could devalue the floor price. It's also, if it has a high supply and a high mint price, it's kind of a red flag in the sense that the community or the project members are going for a cash grab. That means they're not in it for the long term. They're going to try and make their money and get out. So that's something you really need to watch out for. You know, like I said, projects can do well with high mint prices. We've seen it before, but it's also just something to be careful of. If the projects are really trying to benefit their communities, which is how it should be, they want to be pricing their projects at $5,000 plus. Okay, so that's something to look out for. Another thing, and this is a smaller thing, but check how many mints each whitelisted person can do. And the reason I say this is because the more mints that they can do, for example, if you're on the whitelist and you can only mint 1, you're going to be a lot more hesitant to sell than if you could mint 4. Then at that point, a lot of people sell off 1 or 2 and they de-risk and then they hold. But what that does is that devalues the floor. So in this case, specifically if you're looking for quick whitelist flips, it's something to watch out for. Okay, but like I said, that's not the biggest thing. It's just something I thought I'd mention. Okay, and the next thing is, what are their future plans? So you're going to want to be looking at roadmap for this. You're going to want to be looking at how well they can secure partnerships. You're going to want to look at, has the team delivered? Are these just future plans that they'll never be able to meet? Or are they actually going to be able to deliver on their promises? The roadmap doesn't really mean anything. Okay, it's good to have these goals, but unless they can unless they've historically delivered, you're not going to want to buy in based off of roadmap when they haven't even proven they can deliver the items on the roadmap, if that makes sense. And finally is, can the team market their project well? So for this, I'm going to go back to Azuki here. Azuki's marketing is just awesome. I mean, they have a ton of Twitter engagement. So again, what I'm doing here is going back to their social media. You know, when a project grows organically like this, so large, that's marketing in itself. But, you know, I have another great example. My Pet Hooligan has done a great job with marketing. They regularly release these videos of the character Hooli, like this funny Valentine's Day clip. I won't watch the whole thing, but they regularly do this. They regularly post with Hooli calling out different influencers, different celebrities, trying to draw attention to the project. They've done a great job with marketing, okay? It's a smaller thing because, like I said, a lot of projects grow organically, but it's just something to look out for. If they can't get their project to the masses, if we're looking at a smaller project to maybe invest in, then it won't have a chance to shine, okay? So that's something you really do need to be careful of as well. So those are the things you want to look for. So to reiterate, we're looking at, does their social media have organic growth? Is the contract optimized, or will it be? Is the team fully doxed, meaning fully doxed? Is the community good? Is the art good? Or should I say, is the art high quality? Are the supply and mint price a concern? What are their future plans, and how is their market? All right, and that's about it for this video, guys. So to reiterate, this is really important when you're searching for projects to grind whitelist for, or for long-term investments. It's not as important for quick trading and flipping. Mainly just hype is important. But like I said, a lot of these factors can be drivers of hype, which is beneficial in the short term as well. And again, it doesn't have to check all these boxes, but the more the better. And some things are bigger red flags than others. So for example, the team not being doxxed to me is a huge red flag. And you know, so that's about it. Like I said, guys, in the next video, I'm going to be talking about the strategy that I use to start with a low balance and build that balance and really get started into NFTs. So, you know, it's going to combine the knowledge from this video and my past. So I recommend watching if you haven't. But other than that, thanks a lot for watching, guys. You know, like, comment, subscribe. Follow my Twitter, follow my TikTok. I post daily. Other than that, see you guys.